Hey, Neil, staying with Hillary Clinton, thank you very much. Deportations of illegal immigrants are at record lows, but Hillary Clinton says she wants even fewer deportations. I am Trish Regan. Welcome, everyone, to the Intelligence Report. A day after releasing radical gun control proposals, the Democrat is continuing her move to the left by attacking President Obama, calling his current immigration policies too harsh. Here's what she told Telemundo. She said, "I think he's done a lot enforcing laws aggressively during the last 6.5 years. It was part of a strategy. I think that strategy is no longer workable. So therefore, I think we have to go back to being much less harsh and aggressive an enforcer when it comes to immigration." But new government figures actually out today show that the White House sent only 231,000 illegals back home over the last year, and that is the fewest we have sent since 2006, down 40% since 2012. Well, is this kind of pro-immigration talk from Hillary Clinton going to play in Peoria as well as it's playing right now on Telemundo, especially at a time when this election cycle, you see her picture right there, has seen the death of Kate Steinle at the hands of an immigrant who had been deported from this country 5 times. Joining me right now, Fox News contributors Leslie Marshall and Gary Smith. Gary, as I was just saying, I mean, there's a lot going on in terms of what people are talking about in the news cycle, and that is the cold-blooded murder of Kate Steinle. How does Hillary Clinton now come out and say that we're not strong enough, or rather we're too strong when it comes to immigration, that we need to weaken our already weak immigration laws?
Yeah, it's interesting. In fact, it was as recent as 2014 that she defended Obama's immigration plan. So look, I think it's pretty clear, and I'm sure Leslie would agree. This is all about getting votes. We don't really know where Hillary Clinton stands on any issue, whether it's gun control, immigration, trade. She will say at this point anything she can do to A, get votes, and B, weaken Bernie Sanders.
I mean, so this is about buying votes?
You go by that script and you know what she's going to say.
Or go by the latest poll and see where people are, and that's what she says. Is this buying votes? Is this her attempt to try and get that Telemundo audience to vote for her?
I don't disagree with Gary entirely. I mean, look at your audience, know your audience, right? She's speaking to Telemundo. Where do they stand on immigration, especially if they Google today, you know, where are the deportations at its lowest point in a decade? In addition to that, look at where she is losing ground. Even though she's 11 percentage points ahead of Bernie Sanders in Iowa, that's still 11, and she's not ahead of him in Vermont. So a lot of the Democrats want to hear her moving more to the left. She already has the Latin vote locked down, but I think we're hearing more of this from her so that people can say, oh, she is moving left from center, which was, you know, certainly a criticism of many Democrats.
And here we are, you know, the other situation, the elephant in the room, the email scandal not going away. We've got some breaking news on that right now I want to bring to you all. In just the last few minutes, we learned that in one of the FOIA lawsuits against the State Department over Hillary Clinton's email, the Justice Department has actually now revealed that State Department officials are now pressing Clinton's personal lawyer to reconfirm whether or not Hillary Clinton really did turn over all official email. I mean, Gary, I think that's at the heart of this. This entire scandal is, you know, she was the one who ultimately made the decision what she wanted to turn over and what she didn't. She says she turned over everything except for the stuff about yoga class or Chelsea's wedding. But in fact, Gary, it looks, according to this new report, that the State Department isn't officially buying that.
Yeah, look, I agree. I think, Trish, if it was any other person almost in America, save President Obama, they would have had to resign long ago. I mean, look, she has lied repeatedly. We know that's factual. Did she do a criminal act? Probably. Can she escape this? Wow. It just seems like she can.
I mean, and yet she's still running for president. It's amazing to me that you can sort of get away with this in the minds of a lot of voters, but, you know, you're only going to get away with it for so long. Leslie Marshall, 25,000 people showed up over the weekend in Massachusetts to show their support for a socialist. A socialist, Bernie Sanders. I mean, he's taken New Hampshire by storm. This is a state where our motto is live free or die, and you got a socialist that wants to take 90% of your check every week, suddenly coming into favor. Is this because of Hillary? Is this because of the email scandal and what many would classify as her lack of likability right now?
Well, I don't think the likability plays to that particular crowd. I do think it plays to some centrist and maybe some on the right who aren't sure who they want. But being from Massachusetts, socialists haven't been frowned upon entirely in that state. Bernie Sanders is considered to be a neighbor. I mean, he is from Vermont. Bernie shoots from the hip. He is hip when you have the Feel the Burn campaign. And he is left of center. And that's what Democrats, especially in a blue state like Massachusetts,
okay, Massachusetts,
really
one thing. I'm from New Hampshire. Like I said, live free or die is the state motto. There's sort of a libertarian type of culture undercurrent there. It is a neighbor to Vermont, but a very different place than Vermont. And yet you look at those polls and he's trouncing her now. Why?
I personally do feel geography plays a lot into it. I agree with you being from New England. The Vermont and New Hampshire are very, very different. But I think that New Hampshire voters are more comfortable with him than they are with Hillary. And in addition, this is his first time at the rodeo, and it's not hers. And New Hampshire had their taste of her years ago.
Okay, she's out with a new ad today, a new campaign ad where she's saying, look, you know, it's just the right, again, it's the right, the conspiracy. They're going after me unfairly. They've created all of this. Watch it.
The Republicans finally admit it.
Republican Kevin McCarthy saying the committee investigating Benghazi and Clinton's emails was created to destroy her candidacy.
Everybody thought Hillary Clinton was unbeatable, right? But we put together a Benghazi special committee. What are her numbers today?
Republicans have spent millions attacking Hillary because she's fighting for everything they oppose, from affordable health care to equal pay. She'll never stop fighting for you, and the Republicans know it.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
So how long does that argument really work, Gary, that, you know, it's the Republicans? It's just, you know, they just hate me because I'm championing for your rights. Will it help her in this environment, or has that ship sailed?
No, it's going to help her. This is a page, you know, you well know, Trish, this is a page right out Bill Clinton's playbook. This is the underdog. This is us versus them. This is they're beating up on the woman. I soon play that card, don't worry. It's stealing a little bit from Bernie Sanders' Class Warfare Act. It's those rich guys beating up on me. I just tried so hard. I'm a humble lawyer from Wellesley. Yes, I think this is going to be a major theme for her. Can it work? Absolutely.
You do think it can work, Leslie?
I agree with you, Gary. Should I take a violin out after that? I mean, you're killing me with that. Look, Hillary is saying basically, you've used emails, specifically emails related to Benghazi, questioning my role in Benghazi. You've had hearings, and you've had hearings, and you've had hearings over and over and over, and still you don't find that I've had a cover-up.
Still, I'm not in jail or anything, right.
This is a conspiracy. See, the Democrats were right. This is a conspiracy. Maybe not poor little me, Gary, but I do think that she's saying, look, I was right all along. And you know, she's seeing a bounce from this. She's seeing a bounce not just from this ad, or maybe Saturday Night Live, but she's definitely seeing a bounce. She's up in 3 national polls.
Well, we'll keep watching it. Leslie Marshall, good to have you here. Thank you so much. Gary, thank you. All right, I want to turn now to an insider trading